Good evening. My name is David Stewart, and as superintendent of the Hilliard City Schools, I am pleased to welcome you to Hilliard Davidson High School's 24th commencement ceremony. This evening, the class of 2022 will be led into the arena by Principal Joyce Brickley, Assistant Principals Joel Ossenheimer, Kristen Clausen, Jacob Grantier, and Brian Moore. Now, to the music of Pomp and Circumstance, recorded by the Davidson High School Band and directed by Mr. Sean Malone, we are proud to present the Hilliard Davidson High School class of 2022.
Good evening and welcome to the Hilliard Davidson Class of 2022 Commencement Ceremony. I'm Kadisha Sek, Senior Vice President of the Executive Council for the Class of 2022. On behalf of the Student Council, it has been our pleasure to serve this class, the school, and our community. It is my honor to introduce the presentation of colors by the Hilliard Division of Police and Norwich Township Fire Department Joint Honor Guard. At this time, I ask everyone to please stand, remove your caps, and honor America in the playing of the national anthem, recorded by our very own Hilliard Davidson Madrigals under the direction of Miss Sarah Chang and Mrs. Claudia Jones.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glares bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening. I am Alexis O'Dell, Student Council Executive Director of School Spirit for the class of 2022. On behalf of the senior class, it is my pleasure to welcome our families, friends, and special guests. Our time together has been a memorable journey because of the wonderful support you have given us along the way. It is my honor to introduce our special guests who have joined us this evening. Please stand to be recognized. We ask the audience to please hold your applause until all guests are introduced. The Hilliard City School Board of Education. Mrs. Nadia Long. Mr. Brian Perry. Mrs. Kara Crowley. Mrs. Beth Murdoch. Central Office and District Representatives. Superintendent Mr. David Stewart. Deputy Superintendent Mr. Mike McDonough. District Treasurer Mr. Brian Wilson. Davidson's Assistant Principals Mr. Joel Ossenheimer. Mrs. Kristen Clausen. Mr. Jacob Grantier. Mr. Brian Moore. Davidson Athletic Director Mr. Nathan Bobeck. College Counselor Mr. Tom Woodford. Davidson School Counselors Mr. Tony Odenweller. Mrs. Lindsay Pallas. Mrs. Liz Pauley. Mrs. Corey Schulte. And Senior Class Advisor Mrs. Angie Rader.
and Toll's Career and Technical Center representative, Mr. Mike Oler. We would also like to recognize in section 121 our Hilliard City Schools Central Office directors and other staff members who have joined us this evening. Please stand. In addition, the class of 2022 would like to personally thank our Hilliard-Davidson faculty, staff, and administration for making Wildcat Nation a place that has truly made us ready for tomorrow. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you for being here today.
Good evening. My name is Elise Holdgrave, Student Council Executive President for the class of 2022. It is my honor to introduce our next speaker tonight, Miss Joyce Brickley. Before Davidson knew her as our principal, I knew her as my neighbor, whom I looked up to and admired greatly. This past year, I've gotten to see the qualities that I admired most about her as a little girl positively affect the students of Hilliard-Davidson. From the smile that lives permanently on her face, to her loud cheers at sporting events, to her comedic intercom announcements, Miss Brickley has truly been a light at Hilliard-Davidson. It is easy to spot her compassion for our school as she works continuously to make it a better place. She has made this past year for every graduate present an experience to remember. It is my honor to introduce our leader, who has overseen all that we have done here at Davidson this year. Please join me in welcoming Hilliard-Davidson's principal, Miss Brickley.
Thank you, Elise. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, families, special guests, and friends of Hilliard-Davidson High School. We are blessed and privileged that you are able to be with us tonight to celebrate the class of 2022. And to quote the great philosopher Taylor Swift, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Thank you. And now to the graduates. Here you are. You made it. Being able to serve as your principal has been a true honor. Joining you on this journey this year has been a satisfying and rewarding experience. Your accomplishments are endless. You have truly embraced the challenges of the past 13 years with a level of grit that has made us all very proud. There are 56 of you who will graduate summa cum laude today for having achieved a 4.25 or above grade point average over the course of 4 years. Together, you have won OCC titles, set school records, become state qualifiers, and excelled at your sport. You may even be a state champion member of the Hilliard Hockey Club team. Let's give it up for the club team, yes. You have artworks recognized in the Governor's Art Show, and our recent EDD poster show was nothing short of amazing. We recognized over 80 of you at our academic signing, and there are 9 National Merit Scholars among you. Your theater program introduced us to the marvelous Wonderettes, and our bands, orchestras, and choirs continue to amaze audiences. You write and record your own music, produce original audio and video, and leverage the power of social media to share your creativity and artistry with the world. You have earned scholarships for academics and military enlistments. Together, you have made this world a better place through your service and dedication to social injustice. You are diverse, and you embrace differences in a way that many adults seem to struggle. You push boundaries, you challenge norms. You have left Hilliard-Davidson a better place than it was before you arrived. Graduating is a life-changing experience. It is a time when what is familiar becomes the unknown. Throughout your journey, you survived trends such as silly bands, white Converse, hunter boots. You participated in the mannequin challenge. Come on, I know you did. TikTok dances, and who could ever forget Friday night meltdowns at the Chiller, socials at Get Air, and the now infamous Mad River pileup. We'll call it a pileup today. It is both an exciting and stressful time for you. You've worked incredibly hard to make it to graduation day. It only makes sense that as you move on from 5100 Davidson Road, that your never at a loss for words principal can give you some advice. So listen up, here are Brickley's life hacks. Your parents have never been more proud of you than they are today. Take advantage of the situation. It is an opportune time to ask for money, a trip, or those Harry Styles concert tickets that I know you are longing to get. And yes, I will be your +1. Don't be afraid to put your phone down. You can learn a lot from looking at someone's face and not just their Snapchat. Trust your gut. If it doesn't feel right, it isn't. Call your loved ones. They will worry about you, always. Never let anyone treat you like a yellow starburst. Always be the pink one. Show up, just show up, even when you don't feel like it. A family reunion, your grandparents' anniversary, Sunday dinner, just show up. Continue to share your heart with others, even after it's been broken. A handwritten note is a hug you get to keep. Life always gives you a second chance. It's called tomorrow. Be defined by the things you love, not the things you hate. Humanity can be ugly and cowardly, but it can also be beautiful and brave. You get to decide what your life has time for. You are the author of the rest of your story. As you head to places like Notre Dame, the University of Pennsylvania, Columbus State, the University of Cincinnati, the Ohio State University, the University of South Carolina, the job force or military next year, please never forget that you are here because of your perseverance and the support you have gotten from your people. You have been fortunate to go to a school where your teachers and support staff come to work every day because they love you. And I know there have been days when it seemed like the assignment, the assessment, or the grade was the most important thing. But I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. It never was. The most important thing has always been you. And it's our hope that as you continue your journey into the world, a world that isn't always fair, that doesn't always make sense, or isn't always easy, that you never forget you are a Davidson Wildcat. You are strong, you are loved, and you matter. Treat people with kindness, and don't ever let them tell you who you are. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Congratulations, good luck, and go Cats. Our next speaker has the honor of speaking for the class of 2022. At Davidson High School, Abby has been a member of the golf, basketball, and lacrosse teams. She is a member of Hope Squad, National Honor Society, and she is a freshman-focused leader. Next fall, Abby will attend the University of Akron and plans to major in biomedical engineering. She is the daughter of Nicole and Jared Emery and the sister of Wildcat freshman Luke. Please join me in welcoming your president for the class of 2022, Miss Abigail Emery.
Thank you, Ms. Brickley. Good evening, class of 2022. We are gathered here today to celebrate our accomplishments as well as the people we have become. Before I begin, I would like to thank my parents, grandparents, brother, friends, teammates, teachers, coaches, and any family that traveled to be here today, because I would not be standing here without all of your support. I believe that I am luckier than most to have been a kid that grew up at Davidson, but that is not the only reason that this school has felt like a second home to me these past 4 years. I think what has made my high school career so memorable was the people that I surrounded myself with every day. I ran cross country and track in middle school, and I always thought that I would be a runner in high school. But the summer before my freshman year, my dad strongly encouraged me to go to one of the high school golf practices. I went with the intention of hating it, but here we are, 4 years later, and I'm still a golfer with some amazing friends because of it. I'm also going to use this as a recruitment opportunity really fast, so if there are any underclassmen here today, trust me when I tell you that there's no better decision you can make than grabbing a few of your friends and joining the golf team. After golf season, I went on to play basketball. In my time playing basketball at Davidson, I got to play with some of the best role models who I still look up to today. It was some of these same role models that convinced me to play lacrosse my sophomore year. After 3 years of playing lacrosse, I might not have mastered the skill of throwing and catching the ball, but I am leaving with some of the most unexpected friendships that I hope will last a lifetime. My point is, if you were to ask 12-year-old me what my life looked like in high school, I would have never told you that I would do things like play golf or lacrosse or join clubs that most people don't know exist, like Model UN. Sometimes in life, you have to dive headfirst into new experiences without fear, because that is how you make amazing memories and build meaningful relationships. No matter where we are headed next, we are all going to face challenges. As you take these next steps in life, I encourage you to build a support system. And if you're as lucky as I am and already have an amazing one, don't lose it, build on it. Whether it's your friends, family, teachers, or coaches, surround yourself with people that make you happy and people that truly care about you. Because just like my favorite bear, Winnie the Pooh, once said, it isn't much good having anything exciting if you can't share it with somebody. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Emery Trout, and I am Vice President for the class of 2022. It has been a long-standing tradition for the graduating class to present a gift that will commemorate our time at Davidson. As a class, we have expanded the traditions set before us in order to leave a legacy of spirit and passion for our future Wildcat family. The class of 2022 is proud to present the Davidson campus with 2 cherry trees that have already been planted in front of the field house. In addition, we are proud to have contributed to the funding of the Wildcat window decal that will be placed at the Fieldhouse athletic entrance.
Ms. Brickley, we present you with the gifts from the class of 2022.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brian Moore, Assistant Principal at Hilliard Davidson High School. At this time, I would like to ask that all retired or active U.S. service members in the audience please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your past, current, and future service to our country. Hilliard Davidson takes pride in recognizing and supporting our students and their families of the military. In 2020, Hilliard Davidson was awarded the Purple Star designation by the Ohio Department of Education. The Purple Star Award recognizes schools that show a major commitment to students and families connected to our nation's military. Schools that earn the award receive a special Purple Star recognition to display on site. We are extremely proud to acknowledge our own Hilliard-Davidson graduates who will be entering the military. Those students who plan to join a branch of the military, please stand and be recognized as your name is read. Moon Dia Adnan, United States Marine Corps. Benjamin Joseph Bartels, United States Navy. Riley Keeney, United States Military. Jonathan Andrew Ross Londo, United States Navy. Caden James Morris, United States Marine Corps. Benjamin Gregory Ramey, United States Marine Corps. Robert Joseph Schonkweiler, United States Marine Corps. Walker Ethan Wise, United States Navy. Once again, we would like to thank you for your future service to the United States military. Davidson High School also has a large number of seniors who have saved hundreds of thousands of dollars for the credits they have earned through dual enrollment, advanced placement courses, and the College Credit Plus program. Both the money saved and the college credits earned are a tribute to the many years of rigorous and intense academic work by our graduates. We continue to be impressed as so many of our college-bound seniors receive scholarship awards and/or financial aid. It is my honor to recognize the class of 2022 for earning over $15 million in scholarship money. Congratulations, graduates, on all that you have accomplished.
Good evening. I am Elizabeth Weller, Student Council Director of Public Relations and coincidentally Co-Public Relations Officer for Senior Choir. Hilliard-Davidson has amazing talent among its student musicians, and we are proud to highlight the accomplishments of the class of 2022 with this year's senior class song. At this time, I ask that you turn your attention to the video board as the senior choir, under the direction of Miss Sarah Chang and Mrs. Claudia Jones, performs the Academy Award-nominated song from Toy Story, You Got a Friend in Me, written by Randy Newman.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice home.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the 24th graduating class from Hilliard Davidson High School. These seniors have met all the requirements as set forth by the State of Ohio Department of Education and by the Hilliard City Schools Board of Education. Mrs. Nadia Long and Mrs. Kara Crowley will present the class of 2022 with their diplomas. Assisting with names will be Davidson teachers, Mr. Bill Cooch, Mr. Sean Malone, Mrs. Angie Rader, and Miss Katie Speakman. Senior class officers will receive their diplomas first. They will be followed by the remainder of the senior class. Our seniors and I ask that you show respect for all of our graduates, and please refrain from loud cheering so that everyone may be able to hear their graduate's name read.
Abigail Grace Emery. Elise Claire Holgrave. Alexis Jean Odell. Khadijah Seck. Emery Susan Trout. Elizabeth K. Weller. Adam Kahn.
Alante Kamarie Jones.
Ashish Anant Maharaj.
Emma Elizabeth Jones.
Mulki O. Abdi.
Ella Marie Kaiser Allen.
Aziza Ansar Abdullah.
Abdullah B. Karzoon.
Braden Council Abel.
Yassine Adil Katabe.
Abib Yasin Abib.
Pardeep Kaur.
Leanne Aladeen Abadabos.
Riley Christine Keeney.
Sundus Abdirashid Ahmed.
Carolyn Nicole Kelly.
Reem Mahuned Abdullaban.
Reese Victoria Kerr.
Allah Basim Abu Sabah.
Macy Rochelle Keys.
Musab Faisal Adan.
Wassam Ibrahim Khalil.
Mutadar Dia Adan.
Cameron Robert Kilgore.
Clarissa Jasmine Aguilar Garcia.
Aiden Henry Kimball.
Naz Mazen Ibrahim Al-Jeff.
Jacob Andrew Kimball.
Amna Khalid Al-Ibrahim.
Elizabeth Grace Kimbleton.
Abdul Qadir Ode Abdullah Al-Sardi.
Madison Faith Kennard.
Anna Maria Alatolo.
Asher Paul Kirtland.
Jackson Ram Aldridge.
Henry James Kitchen.
Samuel Mark Aldridge.
William Gase Kanapke.
Os Hussam Ali.
Kate Elizabeth Codger.
Zachariah Mustafa Ali.
Connor Callahan Kolb.
Maria Daniela Alvarez Jimenez.
Martin Lee Conkus.
Joshua Abraham Alvarez Gomez.
Zachary Daniel Kozakowski.
Hassan Ali Alzaki.
Zoe Elena Krasno.
Owen Edward Ambrosi.
Cecilia Rose Coleman.
Caden Xavier Ames.
Carmen Elizabeth Lamberjack.
Mida Hemant Amen.
Aaron Joseph Landell.
Abigail May Andrews.
Ryan Joseph Larson.
Nadia Chantel Andrews.
Caroline Elizabeth Larzalier.
Sienna Mackenzie Archie.
Ali Latif.
Elizabeth Sharon Cawthorn Arendt.
Daniel Lagussa.
Marley Che Maria Arrowsmith.
Molly Elizabeth Linko.
Joseph Richard Ald.
Sophie Lynn.
Iomide Abigail Aoarinde.
Leo Liu.
Ibrahim Sameh Ayub.
Lillian Rose Livingston.
Mariama Ina Ba.
Jonathan Andrew Londo.
Abdul Rahman Badi.
Logan Blair Long.
Dina Bahani.
Joshua Paul Lovely.
Lucas John Baker.
Brandon Anthony Lowry.
Maitea Margaret Baker.
Danielle Patricia Lundgren.
Ashley Ann Balster.
Mary Elizabeth Lynch.
Emma Noel Barros.
Daniel Marco Mann.
Asil Fayez Bedewi.
Connor Burton Manos.
Tameen Fayez Bedewi.
Jaden Michael Marquez.
Luke Patrick Beatles.
Shakayla Kenyana Marshall.
Alexander James Bellhorn.
Dominic Carlos Martinez.
Kenneth Blake Besson.
Mia Karina Martinez.
Brianna Maria Bowling.
Alexis Martinez Blas.
Brady Michael Boltinghouse.
Alyssa Michelle Mason.
Caden Thomas Bowman.
Benjamin Kelton Mathis.
Braden Thomas Boyd.
Thomas Donald May.
Chase Tyler Bradfield.
Tyson Noah McCruder.
Olivia Hope Bradley.
Georgia Lane McDermott.
Olivia Catherine Braley.
Madeline Nicole McDonough.
Maya Renee Brick.
Ian Joseph McGovern.
Tara Nicole Brooks.
Thomas Michael McGuire.
Leonardo Lee Elliott Brown.
Madeline Nicole McMillan.
Andrew Nicholas Brown.
Dominic Alexander McNearney.
Ellie Catherine Browning.
Sophia Angelina Mendoza.
Sage Michael Brumfield.
Pixie Anandantha Menendez.
Adeline Jean Buckingham.
Abby Alexis Merrill.
Morgan Kate Buckley.
Connor William Merriman.
Ryan Elaine Bunyak.
Dylan James Miller.
Grace Elizabeth Burns.
Elizabeth Beck Miller.
Nathan Andrew Burr.
Tristan J. Miller.
Evelyn Kaya Burton.
Carmen Alexis Millette.
Zachary William Burton.
Siwar Muhammad.
Wesley Ross Butcher.
Nicholas Vincent Monroe.
Jacob Daniel Buxton.
Macy Celine Monturo.
Lucas Craig Byers.
Brody Michael Moore.
Maxwell Craig Cairns.
Leslie Diana Morales Magana.
Christian Omar Kaltinko.
Fabi Montanez Diaz.
Sasha Catherine Canary.
Caden James Morris.
Jack Michael Capuano.
Hayden Wesley Morrison.
Anthony Jacob Carey.
Kayla Mundenge.
Elise Kayleanne Carter.
Mackenzie Reed Nail.
Greta Elise Carter.
Daniel Andrew Neidert.
Emma Mary Casement.
Jaden Oliver Nervous.
Oliver Castro Mendoza.
Roman Gabriel Niemeyer.
Olivia Peyton Chase.
William Leo Nixon IV.
Ela Sergeyevic Cherniak.
Caitlin Charlotte Nolette.
Joshua Unsu Chi.
Vincent J. Odie.
Robert Lee Coleman Jr.
Alex Samuel Orlov.
Carson James Coles.
Jared Giovanni Osorio Ayala.
Charlize Kennedy Collins.
Jason Osorio Lopez.
Jameson Lee Collins.
Ulysses Ivan Pablo Chavez.
Gianna Marie Colombini.
Jonathan Guillermo Padilla Santiago.
Jace Nicole Conley.
Ryan Theodore Paris.
Emily Caroline Conway.
Vansh Patel.
Joel Sherman Coons.
Vanshika Patel.
Connor Aiden Coppice.
Anna Elaine Pauley.
Emma Grace Cotter.
Magdalene Ann Pentry.
Caitlin Marie Kramer.
Sarah Elizabeth Perez.
Aria Elizabeth Crawford.
Allison Rose Pettigrew.
Amir Cruz Lopez.
Blake Thomas Pettit.
Rosa Jamila Cunningham.
Adric Lamont Phillips.
Lisa Louise Curtis.
Courtney Elizabeth Pittman.
Case Michael Lee Kucher.
Alicia Nicole Posada.
Gabriel Patrick Davis.
Garen Keegan Price.
Isaac Ryan Davis.
Zafir Prioto.
Jack Nicholas DiFrancesco.
Killian Allen Prenty.
Mason Matthew Deerwester.
Kylie Grace Prince.
Ethan Burke Doherty.
Carson Patrick Pohl.
Courtney Elaine Dennis.
Nicholas Williams Pohl.
David Elijah Demas.
Aiden Lewis Pulsifer.
Kaylee Christian Doherty.
Ramiz Kadum.
Kira Louise Druney.
Unisa Kidwai.
Gabriella Sandra Eben.
Donna Mahmoud Rababa.
Gregory Scott Efall.
Naheen Tassin Rahman.
Leah Dylan Egelhoff.
Joshua Dean Bishop Ramey.
Gage Toich Eldridge.
Benjamin Gregory Ramey.
Khalid Nadal El Hassan.
Maria Anna Ranieri.
Jumana Abdullah El Wawi.
Salia Rashid.
Ashley Marie Ingram.
Austin Gabriel Ryan.
Camille Elizabeth Erickson.
Kit Sierra Ryan.
Sarah Grace Falkenbach.
Madison Rose A. Jow Richards.
Allison Claire Fight.
Christian Alexander Richmond.
Ashton Cole Fetty.
Natalie Sarah Rickle.
Caleb Lewis Feifolt.
Alicia Marie Riga.
Alyssa Marie Fleming.
Caden Alexander Roche.
Ethan Michael Foster.
Sandra Rodriguez Calvillo.
Alexander Gregory Fowler.
Megan Ann Rose.
Quinton Anthony Frazier.
Brianna Clarice Rossi.
Luke Wyeth Freed.
Aiden Thomas Rothermill.
Emily Elizabeth Gain.
Cameron Scott Rucker.
Rishab Ganesh.
Ethan Victor Rui.
Lacey Alice Gano.
Sarah Leslie Ryan.
Naya Alizea Guerrero.
Farouk Amir Salem.
Seth Allen Gardner.
Chifa Salih.
Allison Hill Garner.
Madison Shea Salyer.
Braden James Wilder.
Talea Janae Sanford.
Cameron Matthew Gatch.
Abrielle Elizabeth Sanuth.
Audrey Lynn Gibson Zweifel.
Hamza Laith Sawalha.
Dustin Jermaine Gilliam.
Amaya Dawn Scadden Miller.
Quinn Patrick Gilliland.
William James Schatz.
Ethan Walton Gingrich.
Christina Marie Schilt.
Sarah Elizabeth Getz.
Rachel Nicole Schmidt.
Bella Grace Goff.
Caroline K. Schneidmiller.
Braden Michael Gomez.
Caitlin Grace Schneidmiller.
Angelis Sofia Gome Romero.
Lydia Michelle Schroyer.
Mason Angel Gonzalez.
Brennan James Sweeterman.
Tamisha Lynn Gonzalez Bache.
Eunice Sagari.
Timothy Calvin Good Jr.
Emily Frances Seidensticker.
Ava Elizabeth Gooding.
Audrey Grace Severns.
Kira Wynn Goodrich.
Samantha Louise Schaefer.
Sergey Grayson Goodrich.
Rawa Sadar Shahab.
Samuel Craig Gordon.
Kendrick Leon Shaw Jr.
Jonathan Minoru Goshima.
Ian Alexander Sheasley.
Marissa Kaylee Gregg.
Jordan Elizabeth Shoemaker.
Frederick Charles Griebel.
Brianna Nicole Ciano.
Maxwell Alexander Grunwald.
Mariano Carolina Silva.
Zara Gunn.
Sebastian Xavier Simon.
Connor Jameson Haggard.
Kaylin Nicholas Sithasai.
Sandra Marie Hall.
Thomas James Sladek III.
Sylvia Halleck.
Robert Lawrence Slevon.
Hadil Ahmed Hamdan.
Owen Wesley Smallwood.
Nathan Asher Hand.
Avery Robin Smith.
Rachel Megan Harney.
Jacob Michael Smith.
Parker James Harrington.
Jonathan Brendan Sonnedecker.
Rachel Nevada Harrington.
Mason Lane Song.
Tasia Bocara Harris.
Rose Marguerite Sparkman.
Elizabeth Avery Harry.
Luke David Stanley.
Evan Matthew Hartman.
Edward Martin Stein IV.
Kendall Grace Hartwig.
Julia Elise Stitt.
Ryan Michael Hatfield.
Mohammed Ghassan Suleiman.
Brianna Nicole Haycock.
Preston Wade Sweet.
Gina Down Hayes.
Madison Elaine Schweitzer.
Erin Grace Hennessy.
Zuha Syed.
Taylor Ann Herman.
Kaharu Takahashi.
Clay Thomas Hess.
Dylan Robert Takis.
Ryan Daniel Hill.
Sujay Rashesh Talakar.
Basil Gandhi Hilo.
Melek Terabiya.
Ethan Bradley Himes.
Margaret Catherine Tassi.
Romla Abdihafad Hirsi.
Olivia Kate Temelkoff.
Whitney Marie Ho.
Sydney Ray Thompson.
Clayton Hobbins.
Carly Michelle Tickner.
Connor Jeffrey Hodge.
Meredith Rose Todd.
David James Hofler.
Alexander Joseph Torres.
Emma Chunlan Hurston.
Yusei Oliver Sunamatsu.
Samuel Ross Holden.
Riley Parker Van.
Emily Elizabeth Holland.
John Lucas Belke.
Quinlan George Hopping.
Owen Vaughn Vermillion.
Hayes Elliott Houseworth.
Nicholas James Verdikoff.
Lauren Madison Huber.
Nathaniel Raymond Vidrick.
Alex Hudson Viafan.
Owen Wilbur James Waby.
Taylor Marie Holzman.
Grace Caroline Wall.
Aiden Michael Hughes.
Sydney Ella Walker.
Hayden C. Hunt.
Thomas Wayaki Wamba.
Sumi Ashley Ichikawa.
Samantha Newcomer West.
Aiden Andrew Ignat.
Griffin Walker White.
Rasha Rida Isa.
Brady Colin Whiteside.
Alexis Elizabeth Ivory.
Zachary Michael Whitney.
Tobias Michael Jacobs.
Michelle Faith Lee Wildermuth.
Yara Nadal Jashan.
Elizabeth Jane Weil.
Marin Adeline Jerger.
Morgan Emma Williams.
Keegan Lee Jett.
Xavier Tyler Wilson.
Abraham Jimenez Dorantes.
Jacob Adam Wooldridge.
Devin Maxwell Johnson.
Maya Saray Wooldridge.
Hayden James Johnson.
Sugru Alima Yahaya.
Kayla Nicole Johnson.
Xander Thomas Yang.
Madeline Eve Johnson.
Mohammed Abdirahim Yusuf.
Van Thomas Johnson.
Ana Victoria Zarate Mirabal. Sana Zia. Ryan Michael Zmuda. Abida Zwan.
We would once again like to say thank you to our parents, families, and friends for joining us this evening. Following the turning of the tassels, we ask that you remain at your seats until all graduates have recessed from the arena floor to the exits of the concourse. Please plan to meet your graduate outside the arena or in the concourse area. At this time, I would like to ask the senior class of 2022 to please stand. Over the past 4 years, we have walked the halls of Hilliard-Davidson together. We stand here tonight, unified, through our ability to withstand the losses, the disappointments, and the failures, but more importantly, our ability to achieve success, triumph, and joy. The journey we shared will forever bind us together through the memories and friendships we have acquired. As a class, we stand together. So as the final act of our high school career, and the final step in our commencement, let us once again stand together and move our tassels from the left to the right, signifying our graduation. Congratulations, Hilliard-Davidson graduates, we did it.